Hope Haley knows SZA and Selena are not the same people. Don't try to come for her and don't try to copy her just because you see Justin having chemistry with her on stage.
Justin Bieber is in the news again, and yes, we talked about Justin last week, and we're talking about him again this week. How you all doing? Hey, beautiful people, how you all doing? It's your girl Destiny here, and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So, Justin and SZA is causing the entire internet, and Haley Bieber, they're causing the entire internet to go raka raka. The entire internet is going crazy, and we're having this conversation about the chemistry that Justin and SZA shared in the concert SZA was holding. So if you don't know what's going on, SZA and Kendrick Lamar are on a tour, and they had this tour in LA. And while SZA was performing Snooze, SZA brought out Justin Bieber out, and the crowd was ah. If you know that song, you know that song is a hit. For me personally, that's one of my personal favorite from SZA. So anyway, Justin came out and Justin joined her and was singing his art out. But that's what got everybody talking, because in the midst of this performance, there was an interaction that people are calling like Justin was out of it. Justin was high like a cat. Why some people were like, you know what, this is an amazing chemistry between Justin and SZA. The way SZA held his face and Justin started kissing her hands. And some people are saying that Haley should be jealous of the interaction between Justin and SZA on stage. Guys, honestly, I don't even know what these people are talking about. That performance was something else. Anyway, so I'm going to play the clip. I don't know if YouTube will allow me to let the clip run without audio because of the Snooze soundtrack song on it. But if it doesn't, I'm just going to mute it. But if not, it was the song. When I'm with you, I cannot snooze and miss. Do you know that song? That's what they were performing. So anyway, if you know Justin had performed that song so many times, and Justin loved that song personally. So anyway, guys, let's go check out the video, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Is Justin Bieber okay? Like, aside from hating his wife, is he okay?
Okay.
Because I've been seeing clips of him on stage last night with that lion lip syncer, and he looks like he's not okay. Like, at one point, she looked like she had to touch him to bring him back to life.
You do.
There was people in the comments saying that they have great sexual chemistry. I don't know
Not sexual.
what performance y'all was watching, but I didn't see that. It looked like that lady was trying to guide him so he didn't up her set. That's exactly what it looked like was happening. Like, he really just looked completely out of it. I don't know what's going on. I don't really keep up with the Biebs. Only thing I know is that he hates his wife, so I don't know if he is struggling with something at the moment. But if that is the case, I feel like he shouldn't have been on that stage last night. And speaking of his psycho single white female wife, I think that y'all are just a little too hard on her. I think that y'all should give her some grace. Now, I'm not no white woman's savior. However, I just feel as though it appears that Justin is going through something, right? Aside from him publicly hating her, he is clearly going through some things. So I feel like there's no telling what he is actually putting her through behind the scenes. Like, there's no telling exactly what she has to deal with, even though she signed up for it because she did stalk that man. I just feel like a little grace may be needed because we don't know what that girl is going through, you know?
The internet's talking about how SZA brought Justin Bieber out for her LA concert. And of course, people are saying he was so disrespectful to Hailey. How could he do this? He's married. He was affectionate and he did seem to light up around her, but I have a different take. He hasn't performed on stage since Coachella of last year, I think. And if you look at him, you could say he looks a little bit inebriated, but to me, he looked really down. His head is down. And I love how she just lifts his head up. It's like she's telling him, hold your head up high. And I thought this moment was beautiful. After this, I feel like he really just lit up and remembered who he is. Justin, you can sing. I feel like SZA was being a true loving friend. Like, listen, Justin, lift your head up. And I guess Hailey was in the audience. She posted pictures of what the press is calling their steamy performance, adding the note, my two favorite artists. Let's see it again. His head is down. She raises his head up and he just lights up. I thought it was beautiful. Although I must say, on stage, he has more chemistry with SZA than what we see with his own wife.
I'm seeing clips of SZA and Justin Bieber's performance, and the reviews and comments have me confused. Are you guys watching the same video as me? That wasn't love. That boy was about to fold on the stage. She had to guide him to the exact spot he needed to be so that the stage could lower them down. In other clips, you can see security rushing to go get him. He was folding like a roti, guys. It's not okay. He's not okay. We don't recall what happened to Amy Winehouse. Go watch her performances just before it became her time. If there's no intervention for him, we may lose him. There's no jokes about this. Prayers. There's prayers.
SZA grabbing that man's face wasn't on no cute shit. Like, it wasn't like, oh, you're just too important, remember who you are. That was wake up, you are on stage performing right now type of a grab. Did you guys not see, like, moments earlier, he was clearly fighting the fold. Like, he was starting to fold over, which is a clear sign of use. That wasn't as sweet as people are making out to be. It was literally like, bro, wake the up.
I don't know if y'all are young or just a little slow, but Justin was not getting emotional on stage with SZA. He was nodding out. Yeah. He was about to go into that fit lead, okay? Love Justin down. I want to see him doing well, but that was not a show of emotion. He was not getting overwhelmed thinking about someone or something special, baby. He was per show. Okay? I'm gonna need y'all to use context clues, okay? Use your noggin. We love Justin, but he's on that shit. Okay? It's a lot going on right now. It's a lot going on for him right now, I'm sure. But all these public displays of him being unstable are pointing to a bigger issue, honey, and it's not him just being overwhelmed with being a new father. That man is on drogas.
I hope Hailey knows SZA and Selena are not the same people. Don't try to come for her and don't try to copy her just because you see Justin having chemistry with her on stage. And if Justin don't come out the house for nothing else, he gonna come out the house for SZA. I promise you that. So Justin Bieber had a surprise performance with SZA at the GNX Kendrick Lamar SZA tour, and he performed Snooze on stage with SZA. Now, people had concerns that he looked like he wasn't present while he was performing. He looked like he was kind of, out of it, and he wasn't doing his best. And his behavior lately, for some people, they feel like it hasn't been the best. But it seems like he has some comfort on stage while he's with SZA. Like, even when you seen it in the Snooze video, you saw their chemistry together was amazing. But even on stage, they had a little bit of chemistry. She grabbed his face while he looked like he had his eyes closed. And at that moment, I guess he kind of lost it because he started kissing her arm, kissing her hand, and the chemistry just shot through the roof at that point. Now, I know Hailey is mad. I know she is 38 hot about that performance, but what is she going to do? What's she going to do? This is not Selena. This is SZA. So I dare her. I dare her at this point. I double dog dare her. But I'm glad to see Justin coming out to perform. And he's performed Snooze on many occasions without SZA. So maybe he just absolutely loves that song. Maybe he's just really into it.
I'm gonna hold y'all hand when I say this. Our brother Justin Bieber is on y'all. It's drugs. He doesn't need a black woman. He doesn't hate his wife. Well, he probably does hate his wife. He does hate Haley. But when SZA was holding his face, that was the hold of, boo, you could barely stand up. Remember where you're at, y'all. Justin Bieber, when he was on that stage, he was not here on earth with us. Justin wasn't with us. He wasn't with SZA. He doesn't know where he was. He didn't know where he was. When y'all see him on that couch with Sexy Red, Justin was not here. Justin has left planet Earth. When you see Justin walking around looking the way that he looks, he's not, well, he probably is sad, but he's also very, very intoxicated. And that's just something I want you guys to understand. Justin needs help. He doesn't need a black woman. He needs rehab. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk.
I'm convinced that you guys have never hung around people who have either been drunk or highly intoxicated or just high, because I just watched that clip of Justin Bieber and SZA performing, and everyone's like, oh, when I hate my wife, final boss, or he really hates his wife, or he really needs to be with a black woman, or blah, 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 blah. No. Justin Bieber in that clip was not on this planet with us, and SZA was trying to reel him in, because that man was higher than helium, or whatever was going on. He was not here. And it really breaks my heart to see Justin Bieber like that, because I grew up on Justin Bieber. I was a Justin Bieber fanatic from the moment he came out. Like, I went and saw his movie on Valentine's Day. There's gonna be one less lonely girl. Love him. Still obsessed with him to this day. And he has alluded a lot to the industry being the reason for just his unhealthiness. And it's heartbreaking to see, because Justin Bieber is not the only one that's like that. There are so many, and it's so like infuriating to see how unprotected children who come into the industry are, and then how much like the industry just sticks their talons in you. Isn't that what it's called? Talons with the birds. Like they just stick them in you, and you just become a shell of yourself. You are just gone off into the ether. Justin Bieber has no freedom. Like, he cannot do what he wants. And I don't know if he hates Haley or not. I don't know if he was forced to. I don't know that. But what I can say is the industry is not above pairing you with who they believe is going to help your image. So, praying for him.
It appears that many of you have not met the Fenty Fold. There's been some people that have been like, oh, he was like really into it, and he was really thinking about somebody else and deep in his feels, and SZA had to bring him back. Yes and no. But here's the thing. The lights were on, but nobody was home. And even after SZA basically reaches out and touches his face, at no point does Justin open his eyes. Basically, once he starts almost folding in half, even though he's still singing, he's doing the Fenty Fold, allegedly. So the lights were on, but nobody was home, and SZA was basically trying to keep him present. And again, he never opens his eyes, and that often happens with people that are overwhelmed with what is running through their system. So I would like to think that he was caught up in his feels and overwhelmed with emotion or the thoughts of somebody else that he deeply cares for and longs for. But unfortunately, it's more than likely chemically induced.
All saw the Justin Bieber performance with SZA as a special guest, right?
I care about the song. You're just too important. You do.
I don't know how much longer we're going to ignore how bad a shape Justin Bieber is, and I have talked about this quite a bit. I have gone on a roller coaster. I have felt like he is totally okay, and then I have felt like he is not well. Honestly, in that performance, there was so much going on. People are kind of fixated on how he was touching SZA and like doing all these like, grabby type motions, kissing her hand, doing all that. And they're like, oh, Hailey Bieber, I don't know how she does it. Like, she's so good for doing that because I wouldn't be able to do that. And all I could sit there and think about is, Justin's not even here with us. He started kissing her hand because she was coming to him, trying to bring him back down to reality. He was not he was not in SoFi Stadium. Okay? He was in the clouds. And this is something that we have seen pretty repeatedly from Justin, and it's just really concerning. And I think this is something people might look back on and think, "Oh my God, I didn't even notice." But there are a lot of us that do notice. I mean, every single thing I watch of Justin Bieber, I feel like I'm seeing a whole different person. One day he is way out of it, and then the next he seems really there and coherent and totally fine. And then the next he's like nodding out and he's not well. But what I want to talk about even further is the fact that people are like, oh, Hailey, like she should be so offended that he's doing this. Hailey on the sidelines is cheering him on. And this really seemed odd to me. It's not that she's supporting her husband. Love that. You should be. But it is the fact that if we as observers know that he is drifting in the clouds and SZA has to touch his face to like bring him back, Hailey sees that too. And it seems like she's condoning some type of addiction. We don't know what it is. I'm not going to speculate. I don't know. And I also feel like we have to say, I can't blame the guy, right? Like he's had a lot go on in his life. But I guess at what point do we stop treating Justin Bieber like it's all okay and realize he probably really needs help? You know what I mean? As observers, as fans, as people watching, at some point, somebody's got to say, this isn't healthy for him. This isn't good. This isn't like a solid, good path for him. No, I'm not like subscribing to seeing his downfall. And that's what I feel like we're seeing. And it's sad and it's scary to me. And seeing Hailey kind of condone it on the side, I think speaks volumes. People are always saying, and myself included, are always saying, how does Hailey do this? Like, she deserves better. And I'm starting to also shift my idea on Hailey, and I think that it doesn't bother her. I don't think any of it bothers her. I think she's fine and okay and content with whatever is going on, whether he's in the best shape of his life or he's nodding off on stage. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that there is something serious going on with Justin Bieber, or do you think he's perfectly okay?
Please let me know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. Do you think Justin Bieber was high like a cat? Do you think that, oh, the chemistry between him and SZA is off the chain, something is going on there? Or you think that that's just Justin being Justin? Let me know your own take down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. You're on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought, okay? So for me personally, do I think Justin is high? Let me even clear. Do I think he's high? Yes. I feel like, yes, there's something, he looks high. The way he opened his eyes and all, he looks high. But do I think he was present in that performance? Yes, that was an amazing performance. And you can clearly see the chemistry between him and SZA. Is like, people saying that SZA went there to wake him up. I don't think so. Could it be? Yes, like I said, he's high, but I think he was still present. He knew he was performing, and he knew, and I feel like that's also part of like their rehearsal and how they're going to get to that place where they leave the stage. So I don't really think that he's high to the extent of where he's not able to know where he's like everybody's. That's my own personal opinion. But let me know what you guys think. But also, we've seen how Justice has spiraled over the years. He has been like, it's almost like a roller coaster for us to watch. 1 minute, Justin is doing a documentary talking about how he has his life together. The other minute, we're seeing Justin looking very pale and sick. Like, for me, is the other day I saw like a documentary that I was in where they said he fired everybody in in his team and hire a new set of people. The other day I saw how they said Justin sold his entire masters because he was broke, he didn't have money. I know this man is going through a lot, but also I feel like he needs some type of everybody needs some type of everybody needs some type of therapies or anything. But what Justin needs, it's really, 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 really to go get help and probably get to a rehab. The truth is that a lot of time, and I feel like he has access to these things, and I feel like he has been to rehab multiple times to do that. So, but I don't know. I just really hope that we don't lose him, because most of the time, like the other lady mentioned, I mean, Winehouse, a lot of time when this thing goes on for long, it usually ends up the other way. And for me, that would really, really break my heart. But people talking about how Haley should be jealous about Justin's chemistry with SZA. I don't even know why that is even a conversation in this concert and Justin performance. I don't even know why that is. Haley knows exactly what she was signing herself to. Justin Bieber is that artist that will, and he's somebody that genuinely love what he does. So, and sometimes you just connect with people and you connect on a different level. So I don't see why Haley doesn't care. Haley just wants to be Mrs. Bieber, and she's like, oh God, I am. That's all she needs. And I feel like she's fine with it. But I just feel like as a wife, she should step in and probably try seeking help for Justin. And I know Justin may give her pushback and all that. But who are we? So we can't really say much about their marriage, but that's what I wish. But another thing too, I also want to point out before I leave is also that people saying that he was high because have you seen Justin perform snooze by himself? I'll look for a clip and play for you guys. He's usually all up in his feelings, like, oh, I've seen it twice already where he performed it by himself with SZA, and it was Chef Kiss with a lot of emotion. So I feel like that is a personal song for him that connects with him in a different level that I don't feel like anything recently has connected with him that way. So you could clearly see it from his performance, single or even with SZA, how into he is with this song. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, like I said, but we'll do it in a very respectful way. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that'll be supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.